can see from the title, we're about to leave for work, and I wanted to have you guys with me. It is a wet day, I heard. Well, at least I saw this morning, and then as I'm about to back out of my garage, I can see it's wet. Hubby said it was wet. So friends said it was wet as well, and it is wet. It is not raining right now, but it is dark and wet. So I'm going to my work site that is a little bit far away, but it's not the farthest. So that's where I'm going tonight. It is just 5:50 something. The weather may not be too good, so the weather is not good, so the internet may not be too good. But anyway, we'll try what we have. Anyway, how have you guys been doing? I didn't get to make any live this morning. It was a Sunday morning. Spent time with my family. Went for service. Made a little meal for myself. Something called GB. It's like a Liberian dish, a traditional one from where I'm originally from in Liberia. So I made that. I had that. It was really good. I still have some left that I could have, and I kept pieces of cassava, or what some know as yuca. I kept pieces of those, and I have all an egg to eat it with at work if I feel hungry, because right now I'm really full. Like, I ate a lot of that GB, so I'm full. Like, I'm full and tired. Not because I haven't rested, because like I said, I didn't make any content today because I didn't go to bed. I didn't wake up until almost 10 o'clock this morning. So I slept pretty good. Anyway, let me show you guys the road, because you can't see anything here from my end. So at least let you guys see something. Because my car is dark, and I'm not going to put the light on in here, especially with this bad weather. It's a safety hazard. So I see one person on there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's the weather on your end? Hopefully it's better than mine. Oh, I see 12 people on there. Wow. Thank you guys so much, man. Yeah, it's a wet day over here. Like, it's been raining all day. But, you know, I had to go to work. So, here I am. Thank you guys so much, man. You guys always coming on here to support your girl. It is really wet. There's a little bit of drizzling going on, but it's not a heavy rain. The road is just wet because it's been raining all day. Thankfully today is Sunday. I left a little bit late than usual for this direction, this location I'm going to. Usually I like to leave like around between 6:30 to 6:45. But today I didn't. I left, I think, close to 6:50. So I don't have time on my hand as I would like to, but I'm not too worried because today is Sunday, and on Sunday there is most times less traffic. Now I just hope it is like that today. Hello, hello, Louise. Oh, it's raining for you too. Wow. Yeah, it's a wet day, and I live in Georgia in the northeast area, so it's been raining all day, off and on. Because this morning when I woke up around 10 with my baby, I took him downstairs. I like to usually open the curtain. I like the back of our yard, the trees and everything. So I like to just peek there. So I peeped and opened the window. It has been raining, and I did not know because I was sleeping. I really had a good rest. last night. So I did not notice that it was raining. I didn't even hear it, honestly, until I went downstairs. So I'm heading to work tonight. And I wanted you guys to hang out with me. Hang out with me. I work tonight, tomorrow night, and Wednesday night. That'll be my 3 shifts, and then I'm done until next week. So I'm excited to start it and end it, y'all. I'm excited to start the shifts. I have a break in between. I did that just because, with babies now, I usually before I'll put my schedule all together, just do like 3 shifts, or like whatever shifts I have, I'll just bundle it. Because these days I don't work a lot. I do mostly like twice a week. But this week I'm working twice. Next week I have some appointments, so I'm working just 1. So pretty much start doing 3 this week, so that next. Hello, I can't see the name right now because I'm driving, but I'm at a place where I cannot read messages. But welcome. I see someone new, Kim. I see a Z and an H or something like that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whenever I have the chance, I will take a look at your message and respond to it. But for now, we'll just chit chat, okay? So I don't really work much anymore. Like back in the day, I used to work a lot, pick up extra shifts and stuff like that. I don't do that anymore. I just work my basic shift. I'm a PRN nurse, so I don't work a lot. If I want to work more, I can pick up days, but my requirements are not as much as a full-time staff, so that's good. It gives me that flexibility, and that's what I wanted. To have the flexibility of choosing my days to work, even though I have to choose it in advance, but my required shifts. But after that, if I want to work extras, I have the choice to like wait. Maybe let's say Tuesday I'm not scheduled to work, but if I really want to work, I could. Once there's a need, they're going to approve it. Sometimes they may not see it because you pick up late, so you need to call the office. Okay, it's 6 o'clock now. My alarm just rang. Call the office, the staff office, and let them know. I saw an open shift for tonight, and I picked it up. Do you mind approving it for me? Where are you? I'm in Georgia. You're in UK. Okay, I see that. Yeah, I'm in not the country Georgia. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. That's why. Because I know there is a country called Georgia, so I don't want you to get that mixed up. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. That's the weather there in UK with you guys. Is it winter this time for you guys as well? Because here in the US, this is our winter. Where we live in Georgia is not as bad. So, but it gets pretty cool, especially with the wet weather. What's bad in Georgia here, you see like the way it rains right now, there is something called black ice. When the water sets on the road, it forms ice due to the cold. Like in the morning when I'm coming back home, after all of this rain, water that sets on the road forms ice, and sometimes it causes people to have accidents and stuff, or skid and stuff like that. So you have to be at a pace that is not so fast. You can't be speeding too much after a rainy day. during the winter because there's a possibility for black ice, which can be very dangerous. But it's not compared to people up north or people in like Minnesota who have to shovel snow and stuff like that. We really don't have that. That happens like once. Since I've been in Georgia, it has happened twice. And it wasn't even like snow we had to shovel, honestly. It wasn't a snow to shovel. It was just a snow that you could see that, oh, there's snow on the floor or on the ground, snow on your brows and stuff like that. Yeah. When the sun comes, it clears up. So as you can see, I'm moving at a real slow pace. Just to be safe. I'm not speeding. So right now, I honestly don't care when I get to work. I just want to get there in one piece. Well, so far so good. I have, with the traffic, if it continues, it remains steady like that, I should get to work on time. How their lights so bright. Those are the ones that can blind people. Maybe like 2 cars behind me. They're like all the way behind me, and I have 2 cars ahead of me all the way. I was close to them, kind of a little bit close to them, but they've been speeding, and I'm not going to speed tonight. That's one thing I do for myself. If the road is bad and I can see, I drive at the distance at which I can see. So like up here right now is a blind, pretty much like a blind spot, and there are subdivisions or homes right here. So when you're coming up this area, you're not supposed to be speeding, because someone could be coming from this neighborhood and just jump on the road ahead of you. If you're speeding, you don't have enough room from the time you saw them to the time they jump ahead of you or in front of you to make a stop. That's how things go bad. So for the most part, I try to drive at a good speed limit and use my judgment as I go. Here is 55 miles per hour and I'm driving at 44 because it's a curve and a lot of traffic coming with lights, and as they brighten their lights I can see where I'm going, so I'm not going to be speeding. So you just during the daytime, if it was a dry day, I probably would be at the speed limit. Because it's not, I'm taking my own jolly time to go. I will get there at some point, right? It's just after 6 right now, and I'm not a bad distance at this point. I'm approaching where I usually have traffic, and from what I'm seeing right now, there's none, so that's amazing. But it's usually like that on Sundays though. Sundays, Saturday, you can come here. If I was going here on Friday, which thankfully, since I picked my own shifts, I have not been working Friday and Saturday. That's a beauty. but I am required to work a couple of weekends, weekend shifts. So to fulfill that, I've been working on Sundays. It's like almost every Sunday night I've been working. Now next week Sunday I plan not to work. I think next week or week after next, one of those. I'm not scheduled to work because I have an event on Saturday and I just want to spend that time with my family. So I may work Monday and Tuesday. But for the most part, since I started this job, I have not been, maybe I've worked one Friday. I've not been working Friday and Saturdays. I've been having those days off, thankfully. But something gotta give because the hospitals require weekend shifts and Sunday is one of their busy days. I don't know why though, but the weekend going into Mondays can be busy at the hospitals. So no one has complained that, oh, you haven't worked on Friday, you don't work Saturday, because they see that I work almost every Sunday. I get to go to service, spend time with my family, and then still come and put in my time at work. So I haven't had any issues. Beautiful city. They have all the light. Their lighting is up for the apparently the holiday. There's none. It's literally none. If I make green light, then I'm good. But this person's moving slow. Oh, we're going to make the light. You know, we did it. Thank God. So this is one of my main things that slows me down. So the city right in here too. Plus the traffic is pretty tight, but I see traffic's flowing. So hey, that is pretty good. Usually it's not like that. And I could even get in this lane and go at this green light, but I don't know what it's kind of, it's okay. I still got the green light, so that's awesome. This person is driving kind of weird. He seems to be speeding, but not really speeding. I'm gonna try to get past them. It's those kind of folks that when you want to pass them, that's when they start to speed. I knew they're trying to find an exit or something, but he was behaving weird, like make a turn rather, or get out of the lane. It's almost like he or she was looking for something, because they were speed and stop, speed and stop. Okay, like they weren't sure where they were going, but they just turned into a plaza where they have some food and stuff, fast food area. We're approaching a circle, traffic circle. This is a newly constructed traffic circle. Never used to be like this before. It's very recent. Very, very recent. Alright. I'm out of the traffic circle and heading to my day. Yeah, so I have passed some of my major traffic area, half flow traffic, and I see a few cars ahead of me, but I'm still hopeful of not being stuck in the traffic, hopefully, because the movie out of hopefully we can get there to our direction, our destinations rather. On time. I'm excited about work tonight because I'm not tired. Tomorrow I may be tired because I slept till like 10 and I did not go back to bed. But as of right now, I feel good to start work. And I'm now working in the emergency room tonight, so I get to have my probably 4 to 6 patient load. Whatever I meet on the floor, I'm going to a regular unit, med-surg unit. So I get to have either, if it's a floor that has team-based nursing, I'm going to have 8 patients, but I'm going to have an LPN with me, and I'll be the RN, and I'll have a tech or CNA with me. If that's team, because the hospital has some units that do team-based nursing and some units that don't. And recently they've been trying to cut out team-based nursing and train LPNs to work as independent nurses. So I'm not sure what's going to be there tonight. Whatever's there, I'm just going to go with the flow. You know, I've done both before, so I'm fine with it. Yeah. So I could have between 6 to 8 patients tonight. Or I could have 4 patients tonight. Who knows? And sometimes having 4 patients doesn't mean it's going to be oh my God, I'm laughing by laugh. It doesn't mean you're going to have a sale night. If they give you less patient load, it doesn't mean technically it's less, or fewer patient load doesn't mean that it's less. Because sometimes they might be giving you patients that are really heavy. We say heavy in a sense that they require a lot of attention. They either, sometimes we call them a jumper, they're jumping out of bed, confused, or they just need a lot. In the healthcare, sometimes a nurse may even have just one patient, like it's called one-on-one. That patient either has something contagious that they don't want multiple people going in the room, and so you, the nurse, gonna be the nurse, the tech, the everything. If you need something, you use your phone and just call your charge. They could stand at the door and hand it to you, but no one else goes in that room. And they're going to assign a bathroom to you specifically for you. Let's say you want to use the restroom. You go just to that bathroom. No one else uses it. Because it's something that is particularly contagious, that it's not just like your C. diff or something like that you can wash your hands. You need a bath. You need to make sure you're not carrying it home. So yeah, I've not had a one-on-one patient honestly as a nurse, but I did have them as a tech. Yeah, so I've not had that experience as a nurse yet, but I've had them when I was a tech. But sometimes if we assign that the nurse, if the situation is really, the person really needs a lot, they might assign a tech and a nurse to that one-on-one patient. So it's just 2 of you in that with that patient. Like if the patient was like a bariatric patient, which means they are above certain weight limits and they are incontinent and stuff like that. So the nurse alone cannot turn them and change them, and they need, that's all part of the nursing care. So they were assigned a tech, and that tech will not do anything else but care for that patient with the nurse. Sometimes it's cool like that though, because it's just one patient. They'll still give you a run for your money, but it's not as you have 50 patients as a tech that shift. It's just the concern that, oh, I'm going to take most of the do with like bed box patient and stuff like that, flea, all kind of stuff. There are certain criteria that patient has to meet though. For them to have that. Wow, it's getting bad. It is getting bad. It is getting bad. Because it's actually raining here. Alright, Ruth. I got my vent on too, so you may not be hearing me, but that's alright. You guys can just enjoy the ride. Because I'm clearing my windshields and stuff right now. Windshield. I don't know how people speed on this kind of rain. My brain hasn't processed it yet. Maybe I'm not a super driver yet or something. I'm not like moving like a snail or anything, but I'm running at like right on 45 right now. That's the speed I'm at. And that's the actual speed limit for here. I'm out of 50 because there's lights on the road right now. And as I approach where there's no lights, I'm reducing my speed, getting my foot off the gas. Maybe their work, the type of work, like a cop and stuff like that. I'm sure they do like real special driving skills and stuff. People who've been in the army and stuff like that. They have special skills when it comes to stuff like that. So probably I'm not able to speed in a bad weather. I'm not afraid of driving a bad weather. I don't like driving a bad weather, but I'm not afraid of driving a bad weather either. I'm not terrified like, oh, you like having heart palpitations and stuff like that. No. But I just am very cautious as I do so. I know that I need to give it my full attention. It's not time to be like on the phone or texting. Looking at my phone. See around here there's a lot of lights, there's a lot of businesses. So I'm pushing the light that is red anyway, so I'm not speeding. But this kind of area, I can see, so I can move if the light wasn't red. But anyway, so it was HGZ that said hello, where are you? And he or she said they were from UK, but the message was muted. I understand for your privacy, so that's good. Whoever's on here with me, thank you for hanging out with me. It's a wet night. or evening, because it's just past 6 o'clock. But I think we're at that point in time where we have the darkness coming pretty early. Like shorter days, longer nights. I think that's how it's called. Wow. Even my windshield is not enough to do this. It's doing good though, but it's like it's not enough or something. Let me put some cool air on. Maybe it'll help it. Because it was on heat. Let me try to change things too soon because I'll be turning. Clearing up a little bit. There was some moisture in my car, like on the windshield. So it's clearing up. And I'm going to turn some heat on because I'm getting cold. You guys, something happened to me like years ago. I still can't forget it. I was driving towards Atlanta years ago. A few years ago, maybe 6, 7 years ago. So that's not a few, that's a lot. I don't know, for some reason, that was when I started, like not too long driving to Atlanta. You know how long the traffic is. And those huge trucks and everything. So I had my AC on just like this, and I did not adjust it, and I was in traffic, and it was just a lot going on. The weather was bad, just like this. So I started to shiver, and I was wondering why I was shivering. I knew it was because my AC was on like 0, and I was with everything going the traffic and the little nerves in me, and the fact that it was dark. I was going somewhere early morning in Atlanta for something I can't remember. But I was cold. I remember I started to tremble, you know. So I had to park on the side of the road. You know, that was the wisest thing to do. Just park on the side of the road, and then I checked my AC, my heat. It wasn't heat on. So that's how I adjusted it. And after that, I was much better. But man, that morning I was shivering. I'm not kidding. I'm not exaggerating. Like, it was bad. The weather was, I don't know if it was winter time or not. But I just remember shaking behind the steering. I was like, I'm not so nervous about driving to Atlanta. So why am I shaking like this? Like the steering all was shaking and trembling. It was my hand that was trembling that made it look like the steering was shaking. So that's how I stopped. I just pulled over on the side of the road. And I adjusted my heat, I prayed, and I got back on the road. And I went to my destination. But I still remember that day till today. Every experience you have, you learn from it, you grow. So if I'm ever driving and trembling, I know probably what's going on. Probably need to put my heat on. What I was telling you guys about. Usually even this road right here, this is a highway I'm about to get on. Usually the traffic is terrible. But for the most part, from what I'm seeing, it's not that bad. is a 70 miles per hour road and I'm at 60. And the only reason I'm at 60 because I can see the lines clearly. We are heading in a direction where no one's darkening my eye, blinding my eyes with the lights. The other traffic is like there's a border between us. So it's, everyone here is going. Okay, I have to lower my AC again so that it clears my windshield. I have to keep going between heat and cold because it's like the heat causes my windshield to get kind of misty. Okay, so I'm going back to heat. That's weird though, but that's what's happening. When I turn the heat on, it put this kind of blur on my windshield. See the cars that were ahead of, that was behind me or ahead of me. But some of them moving out of 80 or whatever. The girl is out of 60 lane. I'm not in there too. But God's grace, windshield's doing the same thing again. So I'm back to cold. I'll have my husband take a look at this because I don't know why that's happening. It's not like the windshield's not wiping properly or something. Because I'm at the highest level for it to work. Okay. I'm going back to some heat because your girl is getting cold. Is passing by me. See, life is about you go at your own pace. It's not a competition. They are passing, they're going to their destinations. I'll get to mine at some point, right? Everybody's journey is different. You got to, the sooner you understand yours, the happier and content you're going to be. Driving like an old lady. No shit to old people, but you know, I mean, like, they are more, for the most part, most older people in that sense. That's what I'm being super cautious. Super cautious. Super cautious. It's 6:30 right now, or 31 or something. As my time is ahead 3 minutes, so my time says 6. My time was home says 6:34, so it's probably 6:31 right now. And at this point, I can start to put my shoes on. If the light remains red, that's how I do my stuff. That's like I told you guys earlier, I don't like to wear my shoes to drive to work. Like, I like to keep my foot there, wear with socks on, and I have a little slippers that I wear in my car. Comfortable slippers. So both of my shoes on. I'm looking for my badge, my work badge right now. I usually put it down for me when I'm making videos because I don't want to show my place of employment. That's confidential for me. A lot of reasons. For a lot of reasons. Oh, now I'm getting sleepy because of the rain. Not sleepy to fall asleep behind the wheel, but just yearning and the body telling me that, oh, it's probably time, like last night, to stop winding down for bed, girl. Like, it's time to stop winding down for bed, girl. Like, what are you doing? Last night we were chilling, we watched movies and went to bed. I'm using my nursing cap tonight. It has a rope in the back. Yeah, that's what I feel like using tonight. Yeah, so I'm getting tired. But I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I rested quite. I had a good night rest last night. But you know, once the body tastes something good, it wants more of it. So, hey. But you gotta tell the body, no, we gotta pay the bills. We gotta, take care of business. We can't be relaxing every night. We gotta go out and do stuff. And take care of business. And then come back home and rest. Actually, I don't mind. Oh, I'm smelling something that smells so good. It smells like Liberian, somebody cooking Liberian dry rice or something. But I'm sure that's not it. But as I drive by, the aroma is coming. It smells really good, you guys. It's giving me Liberian dry rice fever. But as soon as I reached rather, no, I haven't reached yet, so present tense. As soon as I reach to work and my patients see me, they'll be like, did you say you were yearning? Wake up, wake up, wake up. They won't verbalize it, but their action will be like, you're not going to sleep on us, nurse. Nurse Ruth, you're not going to sleep on us. So they keep you busy. And I like that because I would tell them all the time, I say, jokingly, some of them, I say, you know what, when somebody will be like, oh, I don't mean to be a bother. I know I've been calling a lot. I don't mean to be, I tell them, I say, you know what, I jokingly tell them. I say, you know what, I actually like that you call. And they're like, really? I say, yeah. I said, because you're helping me keep my job. I say, at least you're helping me stay awake. Night shift is pretty tough, and it makes them feel good. Like, it makes them not feel bad, like they're being a bother. Like, cause sometimes some patients feel like that. They feel like, cause some people may show them like facial expression that they are upset. Oh, he's calling again. Even if you feel that way, don't never show your patient those emotions, cause they take it pretty hard. Because imagine I know sometimes you go to work and tired, like, especially when you work multiple shifts. It's not their fault that you work in multiple shifts. They expect you to have like renewed energy to take care of them. It's like an expectation. Their nurse is coming in to take care of them. Their tech is coming in to take care of them. So they fact that your circumstances, I'm not speaking down anybody who works multiple shifts, because you all know, if you've been following me, there was a time in my life when I worked like a dog. Yes. Like I would work 5 shifts a week. Sometimes even 6 back to back. So I'm not throwing shades at anyone. But if you go in, and those shifts when I worked, thankfully I was able to sleep. That doesn't even make you anywhere much. So not like night shift is hard. Any shift, day shift is hard. Because night you are like up doing your normal sleep time, so it's kind of hard even if you go home and sleep. So I just entered it, took my space. I have my name on that space. Anyway, let me pack here. So I took my space. I'm feeling entitled right. No, seriously, that space always waits for me. It's like a thing. So it's kind of weird to see. I have to back out and come back in. It's kind of weird to see that someone took it. Like later, every time I came to work, for the most part, oops, I'm back in traffic and I'm sorry. Alright, I just want to make sure I'm packed well. So that when the next person comes, leaves, and comes in, they don't strip my car. Yeah, I'm surprised too that the how you call it is still on. Let me turn this off and my AC/heater off. Let me see if my jacket is in here. Lord,